And now your hosts, Christopher and Jenny, in Making Money with English.
All right, so are you ready to really get into the whole Cristiano Ronaldo story? Not just, the goals and trophies, but the real story behind how he became who he is.
Yeah, what's interesting about Ronaldo to me is that his story, it's about so much more than just soccer.
Yeah.
It's about resilience and ambition and constantly reinventing yourself. It's a masterclass in pushing boundaries.
Yeah.
Even when everyone else thinks you've already peaked.
And get this, did you know that he almost had to quit soccer at 15?
Oh, wow.
Because of a serious heart condition? Talk about a setback.
Yeah.
It's incredible how he came back from that. And what's even crazier is he scored more goals with just his head and left foot than some of the biggest names in soccer managed their entire careers.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah.
To really grasp how he got to that level. We have to start at the beginning. Ronaldo was born in Madeira, Portugal.
Okay.
An island known for its beauty. But it wasn't exactly overflowing with opportunities. His family struggled financially, and his father, Jose, battled alcoholism, which sadly took his life when Ronaldo was only 20.
It's hard to imagine the global icon we know today as a kid on the streets of Madeira, right? But I read that even as a child, he was so competitive that he was known as a crybaby on the field.
Really?
Not because he was a sore loser,
Right.
but because his talent was already so obvious that he'd get frustrated when his teammates couldn't keep up.
Wow.
Talk about having that fire from day one.
That fire led him to Sporting CP,
Okay.
one of the major clubs in Portugal, at just 12 years old.
Wow.
Think about that.
12 years old.
Yeah, he moved to Lisbon to train, leaving his family and everything he knew behind.
Right.
A huge leap of faith for anyone, let alone a child.
Yeah, I was going to say that couldn't have been easy.
Right.
I can't imagine being 12 alone in a new city and being teased for my accent.
Oh, yeah?
And on top of that, I read he even got expelled from school for standing up to a teacher who mocked his family situation.
Oh, my God.
It's like every obstacle just made him more determined to prove himself through soccer.
Absolutely. And then at 15, he was hit with a major blow.
Okay.
Doctors diagnosed him with racing heart syndrome, a condition that required surgery and could have ended his career before it even began.
Wow.
It's a terrifying prospect for anyone, especially a teenager with dreams as big as his.
It's mind-blowing, right? Most people would have crumbled.
Absolutely.
But it seems like this was the moment that really cemented his never give up mentality.
Yeah.
He didn't just recover. He came back stronger and more focused than ever.
And that determination is what caught the eye of Manchester United.
Wow.
At just 18, he made a record-breaking transfer, becoming the most expensive teenager in English football history.
Can you imagine the pressure on his shoulders?
I can't even imagine.
It's like going from playing in your local park to headlining Wembley Stadium in a blink.
Right.
He was suddenly in a new country, carrying the weight of that legendary number 7 shirt.
Worn by icons.
Worn by icons like George Best and David Beckham. To make it even tougher, he was battling homesickness and had to adapt to a completely new style of play.
But as we know, he rose to the occasion.
He did.
Even George Best himself was blown away by Ronaldo's debut performance.
Really?
It was clear right away that this kid was something special.
From there, things moved fast.
They did.
He quickly earned a spot on the Portuguese national team.
Right.
And at just 19, he found himself on the squad for Euro 2004,
Wow.
which was being hosted in Portugal.
That's incredible.
What an incredible moment for him and for the country.
Absolutely.
It's like a dream come true.
Imagine the weight of expectation
Yeah.
on that young team playing in front of their home crowd
Yeah.
with a chance to make history.
Yeah.
The atmosphere must have been electric.
And the documentary footage from that tournament is incredible.
Oh, I bet.
You see this 19-year-old Ronaldo sharing a bus with his heroes, playing with so much passion.
Yeah.
But then in the final, they lose to Greece. It's heartbreaking to see him weeping on the pitch after that loss. It's a raw display of emotion that I think anyone who's ever chased a dream can relate to.
Absolutely. That loss was a major turning point for Ronaldo.
Okay.
But another personal blow was about to test him even further.
Oh, no.
Just a year later in 2005, his father passed away.
Oh. wow.
It was a tragedy that clearly had a profound impact on him.
It's impossible to know for sure,
Yeah.
but it really feels like that loss fueled his drive to a whole new level.
Right.
His play on the field became more intense, more erratic, like he had something to prove, not just to the world, but maybe to himself and to his father's memory.
That intensity, though, could sometimes lead to trouble.
Uh-oh.
The 2006 World Cup was a perfect example.
Okay.
After Wayne Rooney Ronaldo's Manchester United teammate got a red card, a camera caught Ronaldo winking.
Oh, no.
And that gesture was interpreted by many as gloating over England's elimination from the tournament.
Oh, wow.
He became public enemy number 1 in England.
I bet.
And the pressure became so intense that he wanted to leave Manchester United.
I wonder what would happen if he had left then.
Yeah.
But thankfully, Sir Alex Ferguson, the legendary manager of Manchester United, stepped in and convinced him to stay.
Oh, good.
What followed was nothing short of remarkable.
What happened?
Ronaldo came back physically transformed, more muscular, even more dedicated. He silenced the critics by leading Manchester United to victory after victory, reaching a level of dominance that few players ever achieve.
That's amazing. And in 2008, it all culminated in his first Ballon d'Or win, beating Lionel Messi for soccer's most prestigious individual award. What's interesting is that this was a turning point in the Ronaldo-Messi rivalry, as it marked the beginning of their epic back-and-forth battle for individual and team honors.
That year was just magical for him. I mean, who could forget that Champions League final?
Oh, yeah.
He scored a stunning goal, endured a nail-biting penalty shootout, and ultimately lifted the trophy with his team.
Amazing.
He had achieved almost everything he could with Manchester United. He was a champion on top of the world.
And that's when Real Madrid, the most iconic club in the world, came calling.
Wow.
His transfer to Real Madrid was another record breaker.
Really?
The fee was astronomical. His release clause was legendary, and the crowd at his presentation was massive.
Yeah.
Ronaldo was now officially a global icon, and he had a new stage to conquer.
And conquer he did.
I bet.
He started breaking goal-scoring records almost immediately, even scoring in his first 4 league games.
Wow.
It was like he was born to wear that legendary number 7 shirt for Real Madrid.
It seems like it, yeah.
What's remarkable is that this move set the stage for one of the greatest rivalries in sports history.
His arrival at Real Madrid ignited the epic duel with Lionel Messi,
Right.
who was playing for Barcelona at the time.
Yeah.
Their battle for individual awards and trophies pushed both of them to unimaginable heights, and it became one of those fascinating storylines in all of sports.
It's incredible how he just kept raising the bar year after year. He was breaking record after record scoring goals at a pace nobody had ever seen before, leading Real Madrid to multiple Champions League titles. It's like he was rewriting the rules of what was possible in the sport.
But in the midst of all the individual glory, there was still one major title missing from Ronaldo's collection.
Which was?
A major international trophy with Portugal.
Right.
He had come close with that heartbreaking loss in the Euro 2004 final.
Yeah.
But he was determined to lead his country to victory on the world stage.
And that brings us to Euro 2016.
Okay.
What's interesting about this tournament is that Portugal wasn't exactly considered a favorite.
Really?
They were the underdogs, but Ronaldo, now a seasoned veteran, took on the captain's armband with a maturity and focus that we hadn't seen before.
It was a different Ronaldo on display in that tournament.
It was.
It's like he had transformed from the fiery, emotional youngster into a true leader willing to do whatever it took to inspire his team to victory.
And then came the final against France. A dramatic match where Ronaldo, early on, suffers a heartbreaking injury and can't continue playing.
Oh, man.
What does he do? He becomes this vocal leader from the sidelines, motivating his teammates, urging them on.
Wow.
And in the end, Portugal wins.
That's incredible.
It's a moment that transcends sports, a testament to Ronaldo's evolution from a talented individual into a true leader who inspires others to greatness.
And what's truly remarkable is that this victory came at a point when most athletes, even the most exceptional ones, start to show signs of decline.
Right.
But Ronaldo's story wasn't ending there. He was about to embark on yet another chapter of reinvention, proving that age was just a number for him.
It's like he had a superpower defying all expectations. You'd think after achieving so much he might slow down, but not Ronaldo. Instead, he seemed determined to find new ways to push the boundaries of what was possible even as he entered his 30s.
And that's exactly what he did. Under Zinedine Zidane's management at Real Madrid, he adapted his game, relying less on his explosive speed and focusing more on tactical positioning and his incredible finishing ability. was like watching a masterclass and extending a career at the highest level.
And the goals kept coming. Bicycle kicks, hat tricks against the best clubs in the world.
Wow.
It was like he was constantly finding new ways to amaze us, even as he got older.
At 33, he made yet another record-breaking transfer, this time to Juventus in Italy.
Really?
It was a move that surprised some, but it showed that Ronaldo was still hungry for new challenges, determined to prove he could dominate in yet another league.
And dominate he did. He led Juventus to league titles, continued to score goals in the Champions League, and quickly became a leader in a new environment. It's like he had this insatiable hunger for success, a drive that never wavered.
That's what makes Ronaldo's story so compelling. It's not just about the stats or the trophies, it's about the relentless pursuit of excellence, the ability to overcome adversity, the constant evolution and reinvention. It's a story that goes far beyond the soccer pitch, a story that I think can inspire anyone in any field to strive for greatness.
What stands out to you about Ronaldo's journey?
Oh man, that's a tough one.
I mean, we've seen him go from a kid, from humble beginnings to a global icon.
Right.
What's the most important lesson we can take away from his incredible rise?
I think the biggest takeaway is that potential is limitless. Ronaldo's story shows that with hard work, dedication, and a belief in yourself, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. It's a reminder that no matter what obstacles you face, you always have the power to choose your own path and create your own destiny.
It's a powerful message, and honestly, this is just the beginning of our deep dive.
Oh, really?
We've only scratched the surface of what makes Ronaldo so fascinating. There's so much more to explore, from his incredible impact off the field to the controversies that have shaped his public image.
I can't wait.
So buckle up, because we're about to go even deeper into the world of Cristiano Ronaldo.
And who knows? Maybe the most fascinating chapters of his story are yet to be written. After all, he's proven time and time again that he's full of surprises, constantly defying expectations, and reminding us that anything is possible.
Exactly.
And that's what's so fascinating about Ronaldo. You know, he's not just a phenomenal athlete, he's like a cultural force.
Right.
He's leveraged his success on the field to build a platform that extends so far beyond sports.
That's right. We can't talk about Ronaldo without acknowledging his incredible impact off the pitch. I mean, this is a guy who's donated millions to charities, visited sick children in hospitals, and even auctioned off one of his Ballon d'Or trophies to raise money for a foundation.
It's clear that philanthropy is so important to him, and you can see how his own childhood experiences have shaped that commitment.
Absolutely.
He's particularly passionate about children's causes, and he's been a vocal advocate against bullying and for the importance of education issues that he faced personally growing up.
It's really inspiring to see how he uses his influence to try and make a positive difference in the world. And let's be real, when Cristiano Ronaldo speaks, people listen. We're talking about someone with over 800 million followers on social media. That's more than some entire countries.
That level of influence is unprecedented in the world of sports.
It is.
It's amazing to see how he's used that platform to promote healthy living, inspire young athletes, and advocate for social change.
And let's not forget about his business savvy. He's built a global brand that goes way beyond soccer. He's got his own clothing line, hotels, even a fragrance.
What's interesting is that his business acumen often gets overshadowed by his athletic achievements and his larger-than-life persona. But there's a sharp mind at work here.
Yeah.
He's built a business empire strategically thinking long-term about his future beyond soccer.
Of course, no conversation about Ronaldo would be complete without talking about his physique. The guy is an absolute machine. He's renowned for his strict diet, his relentless workout regimen. Even in his late 30s, he was still in peak physical condition.
His commitment to fitness is legendary.
It is.
It's almost like he's turned his body into a science experiment, pushing the boundaries of what's physically possible.
Right.
And it's that dedication, without a doubt, that's played a huge role in his ability to compete at the highest level for so long.
Thanks for listening Making Money with English with your hosts, Christopher and Jenny. Until the next time, keep learning English and keep making money.